Hey, hi everybody. So it's going to be a little bit different to last week. I'm going to do I'll just get that camera right. I'm going to do a collective reading. I started doing a reading for the earth signs before and it just did not sit right. For some reason, and look, I am slightly low energy today, but it felt yucky. Something just felt yucky. So earth signs, you might be going through something pretty heavy. Which is all well and good, but I wasn't reading it properly, so I thought I'd try a bit of a different approach, and I'm going to read for the collective, so earth, air, fire, water, doesn't matter what your sign is. Per usual, I will read out some of the signs that I see, but honestly, I just see them as energies. Like, we're all composed of, the whole gamut of the star signs. Like, you've got everything in your chart somewhere. So, sometimes people can show more prominent aspects of that personality for sure. Like, I could be really such Gemini today, but there's also what's in which house, like what's happening with the planets at the moment. I am studying a little bit of astrology and numerology and that sort of thing, but I also like to just read organically. I feel my favorite readers really do hone in on the astrological aspect, and I think that's fantastic. I don't think I'm quite at that level. So, if I do point out what the star signs are of different cards, that's more just, if I sees it, I reads it sort of thing. But I guess take it all with a grain of salt, really. So I'm going to use some cards that I haven't shown you yet. It's called the Sacred Spirit Reading Cards. These are quite beautiful. It's by Anna Stark. You can tell by the back cover that it's quite esoteric. That some of them can be a little dark, but I want to get some overall energy of what we're all sort of dealing with right now. So doesn't matter what your moon, rising, Venus, sun sign is. None of that matters at the moment. Let's just connect a little bit. This is my favorite stone. It's pretty, isn't it? This for me is for psychic stuff. Well, that's one of the properties. Sorry, I do have a bit of a sniffle. I will try not to sniffle too much. I'm feeling like we might use the pendulum today as well. All right, so Spirit, Universe. My intention right now is to just do a bit of a spread for the collective, for the strongest messages that need to come through, for the best, for my best intentions, for the good of all involved sort of thing. So it's going to be a little bit freeform, actually, and I know it's very different to what I did last week, but what I did last week with the 4 signs, I may do it again, I may not, I don't know, I'm still finding my footing here. In some ways, this would be for the collective of, those that subscribe to some sort of alchemy in their life. Let's put it that way. Obviously, as you know, I am the Page of Cups. This is the alchemical cup. So this is all about the transmutation of fear into love. Trying to find that happy spot to help you convert to your highest resonance, I guess. Well, that's my intention anyway. All right. So, Spirit, what would you like us to know as an overall message? This one I may have to... I'm feeling that. Cosmic ancestors, voice your concerns. Alright, with that one, I'm feeling very strong. It's pretty, isn't it? I haven't actually ever gotten this for myself. I feel like this is Spirit's way of saying you are protected, you are loved. And this little side note of voice your concerns. Remember that we do all remember, if I could speak properly. Remember that we do all have some sort of ancestor guide. I use the term universe, guide, spirit, that sort of thing a lot. Some people use terms like God, angels, fairies, whatever you believe in. Just remember that they are there. And whether you believe that your physical ancestors watch over you or not, I would take this also as, energy. Energy doesn't just disappear, does it, when we die? It goes somewhere. If you're buried in the ground, then you become part of the soil. If you're cremated, you you can be scattered to the wind. You become something. Your energy doesn't physically go somewhere, and that's, to be said of the soul and the mind and the spirit and that sort of thing. So I do personally believe that all of us have some connection with the cosmos, with the afterlife, as some people like to call it, however you like to call it. This is telling me that it's okay to ask for something, you know what I mean? Ask your guides for help. Ask universe for help. Let universe know what your concerns are, and allow universe to then help you complete those concerns. That's why it's a number 10. You are allowed completion. This really tells me that they are listening. Look how they're, directly connected. And this gold vibration from this blue is telling me that vocalizing, or talking about, or meditate, sit in your space, that sort of thing. Just gonna try and ash this over my, there we go. A bit pedantic about getting ash everywhere, but it's white sage, I needed it. Keep the space clean. So if you're particularly concerned, I'm getting about a home environment as well. Make sure that you're voicing any concerns that you actually do have to your ancestors or spirit or universe or whatever you believe in. Just going to take a little sip of wine. And, don't be afraid to ask for it. Spirit's there to help. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way, but spirit is there to help. Excuse me. I will try and not have to clear my throat and sniffle too much. Sorry. Alright, what else am I feeling? Alright, I'm feeling just one of these. That's too many, spirit. Just the one. Just one. Oh, there we go. Nature. So you need to... I'm connecting those together. Also 7 plus 4 is 11, which is, spirit, higher, a higher achieved... oh, funny that. Okay, well, we'll take that as well. I was actually thinking to pull from a different deck, but I saw it, I take it. 1111, which, twin flame. If you are subscribed to that sort of theory, and take it as it resonates. So we've got 11, 11, and 10, which is nice, which is also 32, which is 5, so changes are coming. I think in terms of speaking with spirit, it will be easier for you if you haven't already, or continue to do so. Connect with nature. Come back to your nature as well, which I'm seeing in individuality. Especially the green is healing, so healing of the heart chakra. The purple is the crown chakra, so that really is connecting with spirit. So you could, if you've been feeling heartache or heavy-hearted recently, which I'm really feeling in this. Look, it came through a bit in the earth sign reading that I started. I could not finish it. It was too heavy, and I don't know if that was me or if that was not me, or like outside of me. But I couldn't go there. This feels right. And it's the same thing, because of the heavy heart and connecting with spirit with that crown chakra. And then this dark sort of crimson is your root chakra. So feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling like yourself, feeling like you're safe in yourself. I think that's something that some of you have been wanting to speak to spirit about. I'm going to keep these all very cleansed. You know what? I'm really feeling this psychic tarot, so let's just do it. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to put these away on camera because I'm not feeling them today. There's something, even touching them, and I've cleansed them a lot. They are not talking to me today, and that is absolutely fine. They don't have to. We don't force our cards to do anything, do we? This is more about the yin energy of allowing spirit to come through. Allowing spirit to talk through me, So, I haven't used this one in a while, so I will also give it a little cleanse. Let's help it to be aware that we're talking to the collective, all signs, earth, air, fire, water, best and most positive energies for all. Now, these do also include some chakra cards, which I like. It's John Holland's Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So it's almost tarot, but it doesn't have the court cards, I think. And then it's got the 7 crowning energies of, where is one? There, like the heart chakra. Isn't that funny? And then we can say love begins under that. So this is about a love story. Look, I'm really picking up on twin flame energy. I am. I am. And I kind of called it in. You know, I use that term loosely because so many people resonate with it. I personally see it differently. However, let's just get what Spirit wants me to talk about, huh? I like to use this rock to connect, rock, crystal, same thing, directly with the deck. Always kind of found that it really brings in another level of resonation. Okay. Not quite yet. All right, hang on. Let me just sit with this for a moment. What are the best messages that I can bring to the collective? All signs. I'm going to give this the energy for the full moon, I guess, because we are coming into that. Well, in some parts of the world it's the 9th, in some parts it's the 10th. I think in Sydney, Australia, that it's like 2 or 3 in the morning on the 10th. So we're really coming into it tonight. Help me to pick the best messages. So I am just going to begin to shuffle. What's the situation that we're asking about here, please, Spirit? What's the situation? Empress card. I'm really drawn to that as well. No, I don't read reversals. Now, these look a little different. Hang on, let me get one more. What's the overall thing that we're dealing with here, please, Spirit? That's too many. What's the overall situation that I need to know about? Overall, there we go. Oh, 2 major arcana. If I remember right, 8 positive movement forward. Hang on, let me just check something. Blue is definitely swords. Yeah, red is coin. That's all I needed to check. Purple is wands. See? That's definitely the 6 of wands. And then we have, that is cups, clearly. Okay, cool. So this is the 8 of pentacles. I just needed to check from that because it looked a bit fiery to me. So we have the Empress, the 8 of pentacles, and the Destiny card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So straight off the bat, this is pretty big energy. Anything else, Spirit? No, that's way too much. All right. No, they're telling me to leave that alone for a moment. All right, so this is talking about growth, talking about fate. 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, which is 3 again. So we're talking about teamwork. I like to think of that as guided duality, the number 3. It used to used to bug me a little bit, the 3, like, because I really do see 2 obviously as duality, dichotomy, that sort of thing. 3 has this extra aspect of a teacher or someone to guide your hand. And I know that's not typically what the Empress is, but I mean, she's the mother, isn't she? What does a mum do? She helps to guide. Look, I don't really read pregnancy. For some of you, this could be, if you came here to find out, I mean, obviously take a pregnancy test. I don't do medical as a general, but if I see it, I see it, and I'm going to try and give as many messages as I can because this is collective. One way this could be read, positive movement forward, literally infertility, and you're destined to have a kid, right? Especially those who have been really trying. Like I read that a bit here. Mostly though, what I'm seeing, something about career and a relationship, kind of, in some cases you might have met someone at work or that sort of thing, but I like to think of it in more of a, your relationship with this person was destined to help you grow and move something forward. Can be business, because obviously, again, 8 of Pentacles. Funnily enough, with this positive movement forward, usually the Eight of Pentacles is not depicted with a body of water. So there is some travel. That's why I really had to check and make sure that wasn't the Eight of Wands, but the Wands is purple. Yeah, I'm really seeing actual movement forward from hard work that's been put in. I guess that's why I'm picking up on a work aspect. Something that allows you to be nurturing and motherly, and look, she's healing her heart chakra too, so I keep seeing the heart chakra coming up, which is beautiful. And then the Destiny card again, that's the Wheel of Fortune. So growth and putting in the hard yards can really lead to a destined outcome. All right, that's nice. If you're looking in terms of a relationship, I'm seeing it as teamwork, growing as a team, making sure to put in the work allows the wheel to turn in your favor. Now that could mean one of a couple of outcomes. Teamwork and positive movement forward can also help to undo negativity in a relationship, which if it's not a relationship that's destined for you, that could often clear out the energy of that particular person and allow someone else to come in. So whatever's happening here is destined. All right, I'm going to take a look now at internal and external influences. And I'm also kind of starting to see past, present, future sort of energy, but I'll get more into that if that's where this goes. Let me just make sure that this is still recording how I need it to, because I had it on a weird setting. Okay, yeah, all right, and 16 minutes, so we're probably a third of the way through this. Let's just say I want to make it, like I was saying, as long as I can, as connected as I can. I'm going to go a little slowly. Last time I felt a little rushed with those 4 readings. This feels more organic for at least this week. But pop it in the comment box below if you want to like, share, subscribe, comment, all those good things. I always appreciate it. But if you want to let me know, what feels good to you, what you want to see more of moving forward. I will definitely be reading the comments. I'll be putting likes on them. I won't always be responding to them. All right, let's take a look. So I'm going to have a look at what the external influences are. So what's happening outside of this connection? What's your external influences? Ooh, this really wants to talk, doesn't it? External influences. So these might be things that you're not quite aware of yet. External influences, please. External influences to this connection. Okay, so these are very pentacle heavy. External influences. I could see this as someone's partner if you're not together as well. Or, the person that you're thinking about. Let's just take a little squeeze. Harmony, lovers. Again, I don't read reversals. And then sacral chakra. Okay, so this is about a love connection. Let me just pop those to the side because I want to remember. So we've had the heart chakra come up, which does reflect in this. But the sacral chakra, this is the first one that's actually come out as a chakra card. Sexuality, basically. That's a very basic explanation of it. There's obviously more to that chakra, but I'm picking up very strong sexual energy from that, especially coming out with the lovers. Now that can be a choice in love, especially considering the lovers traditionally is a choice. And someone's had recent heartache. Yeah, recent loss, recent, it's the Three of Swords. We've all seen that. Someone has recently been through the ringer. So, look, because we've got new beginnings, prosperity begins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and then, look, this is the Four of Pentacles. I don't see this as holding back in the same way. This is a really interesting deck. I'm actually really glad I'm using this today. But look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of, 8 cards. 4 out of 8 cards are major arcana, and then this one's there's 7 of these. There's only 7 of these in the deck, so that's pretty special. As far as external influences go, I'm really picking up on this is what you're not seeing. Obviously that's the Fool. That's the Ace of Pentacles. Firm foundation, so holding on or holding back, technically. But what I see this as is actually really looking back towards the past, and also he's looking at this and wanting to start a firm foundation. So I'm really seeing someone wants a new beginning. I take that as it resonates. I'm talking to many, many people. I think for some of you, it could be an ex. Some. I don't think that that's the major energy here. I think this is someone coming in, someone new. And that's probably why I touched on it before. If you're currently in a relationship and it doesn't feel like it's going great, maybe that's your chance and destiny for it to allow other energies in. Maybe. See what resonates. If that feels weird and tight and stiff, maybe not. If that feels natural and still makes you sad, possibly explore it more. You know? But the external influence here is that you're not aware that there's new beginnings coming. And it's with someone that wants to build a very strong foundation. See how solid his back is? Like, he's so strong. And he's aware he's got to climb the mountain. But he's looking down into the past to make sure that he has counted all of his... I'm seeing someone putting like eggs in a basket sort of thing. Like making sure that everything's been put in the right place and compartmentalized. I don't know why I'm thinking that word. Making sure that it's all been done properly here to then climb that mountain. So that's cool. Alright, let me just move these a little bit. Okay, so what's the internal influences then? I mean, I kind of had to know that was coming out, right? Internal influences, please, Spirit. Oh, all right, you know what? We're going to take them. Internal influences, because I can see it. That's going there. Huh. And I like the way that is. All right. Heart chakra. So we've got we've got two chakras here. Something about sexual energy and something about love. I think with the lovers there, that's pretty obvious. Here, and I feel like they kind of connect with all of that, and I feel like this kind of connects with all of that, and I would like another. There we go. Yep, that just felt right, didn't it? Yeah, because we're coming from a place of 5 of Swords now, and before it was the 3 of Swords. So there's been really heavy energies. There's been heartache, heartbreak that has happened. Doesn't have to be with this person, could be a past relationship, or it could be with this person, you know? I'm feeling for a small amount of you, this is an ex coming back. I'm feeling for a much larger amount of you that this is a new beginning with someone new. Internal influences. So this is more about you. This is kind of the things that you do know. Heart chakra is coming up because we need to heal it, right? And again, don't be afraid to ask your ancestors. Don't be afraid to ask to have some external source help to heal that, because the external source, things external to you, are pushing for new beginnings and a firm foundation in these new beginnings. It's not here, but I'm feeling a tower moment. Like you already had a tower moment back here. And, you know, this is you moving forward. So, alright, so we've got the heart chakra. We've got the 2 of Pentacles, so that's making a decision. What are you going to decide? Ace of Wands. So we've got 2 aces. Passion, solidarity. And look, that's the 3 of Wands, so that's once you've made a choice to move forward, gaining some alliances and partnership. I really see those as quite similar, but this is more the minor arcana equivalent of how to go about that. And look, that's a 3, and that's 1 + 2 is 3. So we're really getting, and look, 6, 3 2s are 6, aren't they? This all talks about balance, harmony. Yeah. So sacrifice would be temperance, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting my numbers? Why am I forgetting my numbers? That's really bad. Look, I think it's temperance. It'd have to be temperance. Anyway, I'm going to rate it as temperance because I feel like it is. She's got the rainbow, she's healing, she's almost angelic. There's like flowers that are clouds behind her and stuff. I'm really seeing that as temperance, and that is sometimes seen as being a twin flame card. Because temperance traditionally is pouring the two cups together and healing the connection. So, for some people, this will be a new beginning and uniting with a twin flame. It could be a new beginning in an existing soulmate relationship. You might see that. So I see positive movement forward coming out because it needs to, because there hadn't been, And look, if I read this, in the present, you're very focused on work or solid things in the 3D, which is good. That's taking good steps. In the past, it's probably felt quite ethereal. You might have spent a lot of time with like introspection. Whoops. Well, I knew it was gonna happen at some point, Ash, on that. Like knowing that you want new beginnings. In terms of growing something, in terms of healing your heart chakra. Look at all the green in this. And I feel like right now you might be feeling like you're at a bit of a stalemate as well, because you know the things that you might need to do to move forward. However, you've got a choice to make now. Do you choose the heart? Do you choose the commitment? Do you choose the coin? Do you choose the airy fairy? Do you choose the unknown? It's funny that there's 5 doors. But look, green, green, green. Green, 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 green. And then I am set like it's pretty light is my point. There's a lot of green, there's a lot of heart healing, there's a lot of light energy in here. Give me just a minute. Some of you may also be choosing between your own personal prosperity and moving forward that way, or choosing some sort of connection. And I feel like you don't realize you can have both. You can have both, but you've got to make sure that that person isn't going to feed unhealthy habits, or that you don't allow yourself, because of the connection with that person, to feed unhealthy habits. You might need to sacrifice some, which I think you've started to, sacrifice some codependent habits on other people. Release. I mean, look, if you're watching this and you're still this far, have a look on YouTube for some free videos to help to balance out your sacral chakra and your heart chakra. That will help a lot. For 2 of them to come up when there's only 13 cards, which means this is also about, again, for firm foundations, wanting to make sure that you're doing something stable. You may need to sacrifice dependency or codependency. I felt the Tower before, now I'm feeling a little bit of the Devil, but they're not actually here, so that's good. But I think that might be where you've come from. You might have come from a Tower moment and a Devil moment, and yes, they can be Scorpio and Capricorn, but I'm not really. I think energy is so. What's the word? It just keeps moving, it does not really stay still. Energy flows, so I don't like to trap into, and I could end up with millions of people, well, obviously not, but watching this by the time that I've had my channel up for a few months, because obviously I invite you to come back and watch these at any point, or You know, this may be for the full moon in Virgo now, but, you know, you could just have come to it as a full moon. I don't want to label them too much, but I'm feeling back here with some devil and some tower stuff. Some heartache and someone being sneaky and that sort of thing. And I feel like for most of you, what's coming now is actually a new connection. Growing within yourself. See how that's a single woman? Growing within yourself allows you to move forward into a destined connection. Or it could be another person coming back. It could be the wheel turning all the way back around, but I'm really feeling a sexy new partnership. I'm feeling like the person that you might have come here thinking of might not be the person that allows a new beginning. And if they do, make sure it's got a firm foundation. Make sure they've held their heart chakra as well, you know. You don't get harmony without both having... That's why I've got the 2 cups here as well. My best friend gave me these. Shout out to Melanie. And I love them because I was originally going to call my channel 2 of Cups, or, you know, but there's other people that do a lot of that. And then I thought Page of Cups because, you know, I'm the messenger of that, and my name is Paige. So, you know, that fits. But I really do believe in alchemy. I believe in the transmutation of fear into love. And this, to me, speaks a lot of that. Like, you can't have strength in your foundations as necessary without first learning how those foundations crumble. You know what I mean? You go from the tower moment to the star. You go from the devil to strength. You know, like, she had to tame that lion. He had to rebuild that tower. And I think that's what this is talking about. So for some of you, yes, it's with an X. For a lot of you, for most of you that are coming here, it's definitely a brand spanking new person, which can be really nice too. And remember, cosmic ancestors, voice your concerns. Don't be afraid to ask for help with this. Ask for guidance. Ask for something to come to you in your dreams. Ask for something that's assigned to you. You know, like if spirit sometimes sends you messages in the form of a song or numbers or something significant, a feather. Lots of people see feathers here and there. I've never really seen them too much, but I did one day and I almost cried just because I asked for a message and there it was. And I just needed it at that moment, you know. But it's coming out of a place of some pretty heavy deception, controlling energy, you know. I'm feeling like I need a card here from this deck. So what's an extra message, please, Spirit? Let's just want to give it a good old shuffle. So what's an extra message here, please, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Patience and planning. Your hard work will pay off. Yeah, because you've been anxious. You're anxious that it's not happening. You're still waiting. You're waiting for someone to come back, which could be slowing this down. You could be slowing if they're not the person for you. Waiting can be very hard, but I see, again, the twin pillars, I really see that as being a twin flame sort of thing. 7 is also, 7's the number of like spiritual guidance, which can be really hard times, you know? So yes, you're having a hard time waiting, so my advice would be to stop waiting. Focus on you. Focus on inner harmony. Love is coming. That's what this is telling me, whether it's existing, new, person coming back, whatever it ends up being for you, only time will tell. Don't sit around and wait for someone, basically, otherwise you'll be suffering in silence. The effort that you're putting in is paying off, but if you keep picking the fruit when it's not quite ripe, then it's the same as picking at a scab, isn't it? It doesn't quite help you to heal how you might need to. Okay, I'm feeling pretty positive about this, so I hope you are too. Let's just make sure that we're getting nice, clean energies. So, seeing as how we're coming up to a full moon, or, you know, literally within hours will be a full moon, what's some energy to round this off? Let's just, Oh look, I'm just going to put them on top. It's cards everywhere, huh? Some energies to round this off. Final advice, final overall energies. What do you have for the collective, please, Spirit, from this Moonology deck? Because I really like using them as timing sometimes. I like advice. I like all of it. There it is. Thank you. And it was, as I said, advice. Expect powerful change. I think you're already changing a lot. And I think it's because you've put in a lot of planning. You know, a watch pot never boils, but making good decisions, knowing that you want to move forward and knowing that you've put that effort in already. See how this is behind that 8? This is already happening. The wheel's already turning. Step out of your comfort zone. If there's something that you have not been doing or that you have been putting off, I encourage you to do it. That's your North Node. Little shout out to a channel called Soulful Revolution, because she is a lot of the reason why I am called to do this work. She was a big part of the reason why I found the strength to do this work. And she talks a lot about North Node. She's even got classes. I highly recommend that you check out her channel. Be bold and make the first move. This came up last time in one of the signs readings last week. I don't really remember. My intention for this will probably be from full moon to full moon, or full moon to new moon. We'll see when I do another collective. Don't hold me to timelines. I'll just try and post once a week, whatever I'm comfortable with, and we'll go from there, because, you know, we're collaborating, you and I. Expect powerful change. Step out of your comfort zone and be bold and make the first move. I think you've grown enough. You got to make the decision to ignite your own passion. Honestly, I feel like there's something that you need to do to get to work for yourself. And I know this is true for me because I've started doing this channel and I'm feeling very uncomfortable lately, but I'm also seeing the wheel turn and a lot of energy. I can feel the energy shifting because I'm putting the work in to myself. I'm thinking about myself. Try not to focus my energy on other people or heartache or loss or, you know, all the things that I didn't really. I kept this out because, you know, that's not nice. Resting's good. Solar plexus is where that comes from. 13 is death, magician awareness, where, you know, and then the Ace of Swords and then the Star. So we're definitely on the right path here. Just remember you've put in the right amount of work. Stop picking the fruit before it's ready. I think that's the and be bold and make the first move. Focus on your work. Focus on the work that you'll put here to do. A lot of you will be, you know, star seeds, awakened twins, whatever you want to call them, whatever part of the journey you're on. A lot of you will be from that, and I really think that needs to be your focus. Look, surrender to the divine. When outcomes forecast, don't let your past hold you back. Just ask for some help. Get out in nature, ask for some help. Be your individual best self. And all of this is on its way to you. That's what I'm already seeing. All of this is already on its way to you. All right. Well, thank you very much for being here. I hope that was good for you. It felt good for me. Definitely was the right thing to follow. So no, I won't be doing the individual elements this week, as you can tell. However, I think this ended up being the best message for the best reasons. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll say thank you again very much for being with me. I am the Page of Cups. This is the Alchemical Cup, and I will see you guys next week. All right, thank you.